Good evening, and welcome to Game 2 of Bracket Stage for Tropical Tuesdays number 6. Correction. Tristrike Tuesdays. I'm getting my tournaments mixed up. Oh my goodness. I am so not ready. We're so back. It's number 62. Umami Runes on Splat Zones after we had seen Museum Rainmaker take game 1. Game 1 on there. Between teams named Lonely Rolling Star and Kittens.
Seems like Kittens has the map advantage.
Yeah.
Seems like nobody can really get any points aside from Kittens, actually.
Yep. The Kittens do have the early capture with 2 zones in.
You see our Viper out here.
Oh, yeah. There's a Hammer coming in, getting pretty engaged, gets 1 kill, throws it off, throws back, then do not see much going through. They do get 1 zone captured on the yellow side. Lonely Rolling Star getting 2 zones in. We have a special being launched off of them towards him as the stars push forward past the middle of the map. 2 for 1.
Indeed, Heavy Splatling holding their own and deciding to jump back. It seems like they are on the back foot here, as Lonely Rolling Star actually gets the lead.
Yeah, I'm only just now seeing that. I didn't quite see too where the sword through his ultra stamp as well, but the yellow side is managing to hold this down. I believe I'm seeing it is down to 11. I'm thinking I can barely read these graphics. Oh wow, very significant if the Blues can get the recapture, which they do. 66 seconds of penalty time added onto that to their total. And as the Blues regain map control, it is a large lead though that they're going to have to fight back.
Indeed, and they will have to hold on to this zone. But this zone is really hard to hold on to when you have GG specials on the other side and the whale that can force her backlines to move.
Yeah. It is truly good to note, though, that we're seeing a lot of pressure. We're seeing a lot of Ultra Stamps count each other. There's an Ultra Stamp user killing another Ultra Stamp user. The yellow side getting his. The yellow team gets the wipeout. And as the Blues get on with 23 points, they manage to retake control and hit Kittens with a massive penalty timer countdown of their own. And slowly but surely, they're just going to regain that penalty timing advantage too as the Blues are setting the Zip Caster flies out but gets taken down by the other sword on the yellow. And just like that too, the yellows are just slowly pushing towards the blue side base.
They're going for that lockout.
Yep, they're going to get it too. It's only 5 seconds to go on penalty, but we're seeing a lot of back and forth between between captures. The zones are both neutralized, and we're seeing a lot of back and forth on both one zone on the other. But what are we going to see too? The yellows do have the numbers advantage at the present time, but the Blues managing to take it back and almost reset the penalty timer for yellow.
It's a really fierce battle for zone. I'll keep it in neutral with 1 minute 3 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Umami's like that. Umami does tend to be like that. Another wipeout on the yellow side though. They could very well win. They could very well win by timeout. It is very possible. The whale very much forcing that. Mini Splatling takes some very awkward positions, and he does get killed as a result. Yellow's retaking. That penalty timer is counting down, and the knockout is still pretty much a viable proposition for the yellow side. 9 to go. Single digits. The penalty timer expires. We are down. It is counting down. They are in single digits main timer, but the Blues managed to hold it on. 20 seconds to go. The Blues do retake. And 10 to go, but there could very well be an overtime. They could very well force overtime on the side in favor of the blue team if they keep on with this, which they are more than likely gonna. The Blues are holding it. 17 to go, but a not so massive points differential coming out. The Ultra Stamp does fall, and just like that, Blue is counting down, and 13 seconds to go. Just 3 ticks to go until they manage to get the overtake, at which they do. Kittens will take game 2.
It was a hard-fought game 2 as well.
Yeah. I'm wondering, too, because there was a lot of sloppy plays going forth with the yellow side towards the very end, in which I'm wondering, too, what kind of caused a lot of this to end up. I'm wondering what caused it to actually make it such that the Blues could actually hold together. Because I think, yeah, the yellows seemed very consistently able to hold until they failed towards the end. And what I'm seeing is, I believe, Crableg Rainmaker for game 3.
Crableg is a map of all time. The Greats will not protect your backliners. Especially if you get Kraken, or not Kraken, but I mean, Kraken can't get up there anyway. Crab Tank can't really live up there if you have a backliner or frontliner ratting. You know what I mean? The Greats are very vulnerable, but I see everybody go up there. The vulnerable spot. Very precarious. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. And really, too, it's like there's a lot of very interesting routes with Crableg that on Rainmaker too. That's just another thing with a lot of Crableg that you just. The thing with Crableg, with a lot of the routings that you have a lot of weird positions with the checkpoints to deal with too. I think I'm seeing a couple composition changes. We do see a charger being deployed on one team, a splatter shot on the other. I didn't think we see those any on the previous game as well. But here we go. Game 3, Rainmaker in Crableg Capital. Both teams are taking a rather conventional approach to it. We're seeing a sword on the pit on the right side, but the bucket is able to kind of just ward that off. The Rainmaker, I believe, is popped, but what are we going to see much in the way of any team going to gate? The yellows managed to grab it first hand, and right off the bat, they're just going in. They do lose it, though. They were trying to go ahead for that right checkpoint on top of the Greats, but in my opinion, is a rather vulnerable position to be in too, because of the fact that you're going to have to commit to pushes on that catwalk that connects that checkpoint towards the goal.
Seems like we're getting far in right now, but we're at a comfortable 67 points, I think it is. I can't really read the number with the camera's quality, but
yeah. We see a Trizuka getting deployed. The yellows, they do manage to get that first checkpoint going through. I believe 61 points is the total for Crableg Capital here in this thing, but a lot of pressure going in. They throw the Ultra Stamp that doesn't get a pick. They pick the Rainmaker up, but this is a very hard push. That Suction Bomb zoning them out. Are they gonna try to rotate, or are they gonna see foot? We're seeing a lot of subs being thrown towards the straight here. This is, like I said, pushes are very hard to commit, and you're almost exactly vulnerable whilst doing so, and they lose the Rainmaker to do so. I think I saw an ink vac shot get tossed towards them. And the Blues are just in a position where they can easily take the Rainmaker right now, but what are they going to do at this point?
Seems like they're just going to take it and get some forward.
I think they're going left checkpoint, too. They are going left checkpoint. Which again, you kind of get that safer rotation, but it is kind of more hard to get. There's an ink vac on the side of, I can't quite see what side it is. Negative is the blue side. And the yellows, are excuse me. Lots of back and forth towards the yellow side. And I can't quite see who has the lead at this point. Oh, just like that, yell, the Blues lost the lead. There's a dive, and it takes them down to 9 points. Very important counter kill for Lonely Rolling Star.
Seems like Kittens has a very comfortable lead now, 9 points, but that means Lonely Rolling Star will have to at least get more than that or even knocked out.
Wow. And it's very hard to actually get that close to the Rainmaker that close on Crab Leg too, because there's a lot of tight maneuvers that one would have to do. And so the Yellows, they are gonna have their work cut out for them just to get this lead back, which could possibly equate to a knockout, all things considered.
Ooh, ledge peeking with the sword.
Yeah. Ledge peeking with that sword. The nice thing with Wiper too is I think a lot of those flicks with Wiper, you just kind of are able to easily deal with it. And the Ultra Stamp player does get killed with the ink back. Just like that. But I think we're seeing we have less than a minute to go of game time, and the Blues, they do manage to ward a push off in their base. Wondering what they're inclined on doing right now. I believe they have. No, they do not. The Yellows do manage to get the Rainmaker killed, but it's less than 30 seconds to go, and I don't see much momentum in way of Blue trying to do it. They may be very well trying to set up to ward a push against them. Sword goes in for a flank, and they do manage, I think, to get the Zipcaster going forward. The Yellows are pulling back. They're forced to. And the Zipcaster is just chasing off, but he doesn't manage to get the pick. The overtime push goes into effect. That countdown is slowly but surely creeping off, but I don't know how much effort that they have to actually get that lead, which is not healthy to actually make. It's already halfway down. The ink vac comes off, and there's a lot of casualties on both sides as the Rainmaker finally falls shortly after the ink vac gets shot, well after it, and Kittens will take game 3.
Wow, Kittens moves on. Or this is bracket, right?
This is bracket.
Alright, I'm so used to commentating groups. So what stood out to you the most during this whole set?
Well, for what it's worth, I think this is just that the Blues, I believe they just had a favorable balance of subs and of specials that they just could very much use to just maintain that map control and that momentum. Because they had a lot of that forward pressure with the Zipcaster as well, and the ink vacuum to mitigate some of those pushes. But I just think like the only thing that really stood out to me with the yellow side was the Ultra Stamp.
Oh yeah, Ultra Stamp was really impressive.
But in any case, that's the set that is the set. I think we are seeing too that Kittens, they managed to take both Rainmaker maps in this set, but here we are. But yes, the one Splat Zones map that we did have, we could very well be a case where Kittens is just fairly well at Rainmaker. Welcome back to Tristrike Tuesdays number 62, where we have the tag along protagonists playing Pico de Gallo, and as we get these technical difficulties ironed out, because we have a handful of us configuring observers in this match. The first game is Zones on Ship-Shaped Cargo Company, which is a very typical map in a lot of rotations. And here we go. Zones on Ship-Shape is very, very typical. I mean, I've seen this I've more than enough familiarity with Ship-Shape 2, and especially in zones and in tower control as well. So this is a map that does see fair bit of competitive action in the scene as well. I don't recall as to what these two teams' kits were, but we are seeing.
I will say Cargo Zones is a pretty fun map on boat combo.
Yeah. The thing with Ship Shape though is that it practically has a lot of that wide open space that takes you straight through the middle as well. There's very little variation. Like once you exit spawn, you can just run straight through the middle, and there's not much of any obstacles that can impede you in the way compared to some of the other maps that we've seen in the map in any of the and throughout the game, I should say. So here we go. Game 1. Game 1. And right off the bat, we're seeing a handful of information right, and left to right. A really typical pencil composition that goes on is well for a handful of things. And right now, the yellows are managing to take care of the zone. They do manage to get taken down, going towards with the yellows taking that early lead. The sword is managing to take a lot of that zone, and
alright. Seems like they've taken the zone. Actually, they were about to take the zone, but it just seems like professionals. Tag-along protagonists just had more paint control.
Yeah. 40 already, they're on half point, and all this pencil is going on for is very good. We're seeing the counter push on the other pencil too, and the blue pencil does throw down the tactic cooler, and already we're seeing a lot of effort going towards you. The slider comes in from the Dreadbringer with 13 points to go, and there is not that much momentum to do as the Blues do manage to get a retake as well, but we're seeing a lot of effort getting put forth into it. The roller getting a dive and kill, getting another one going on top of that. And a lot of forward pressure being applied by the blue side too. 60 points to go on that side. Let's see what the yellows have. They do see a handful of specials. The Zipcaster is up and live. He does pop it. Tries to dive the pencil, but he does get a double kill at that. A triple and go on, and the yellows manage to retake with 10 points to go on penalty and on regular time, and the penalty timer counting down from quite a possibly an absurd amount before getting picked off by the opposing team. And the Blues retake after shortly throwing a Booyah Bomb.
It seems like they're ever closer to getting rid of those penalty points. Pico de Gallo will have to do a whole ton to keep that zone to themselves. But
a lot of pressure. There's the Zipcaster flying up. I did see it, but the double kill with the roller going through. We're seeing a lot of back and forth. The Blues are getting the countdown. He does get the counter kill on the Zipcaster user as it is. They're already managing to take the lead and ryeing the map control from the yellow side. The Blues just take game one.
Excellent work. They had a whole bunch of pressure on all sides from tag-along protagonists. You had Zipcaster, had Pencil. You had all of this going against them, and they still managed to pull out at the last second. It's really impressive.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we saw a lot of just the impressive plays that the Zipcaster has been doing, right? We're seeing is just a lot of good momentum on that side going forward. And as we're setting up for game two, we're seeing Manta Maria on Rainmaker, which is quite in contrast with Ship Shape with having more open sight lines. Manta Maria with its very constrained fight lines and a lot of the routes that leave little room to play with. What do you think are we going to be seeing differently compared to the two maps for both teams?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
What do you think we're going to be seeing on both teams differently when we're walking into Manta Maria versus last game?
What do you think we're gonna see?
Yeah, for what it's worth, I'm trying to see them. I'm inclined to see, because the Zipcaster is probably not the best option to use in a map like Manta. All right, so I'm going to see if I can actually get rid of that. You do have a lot of those walls, but then a lot of those walls that you can see with the ship and a handful of its geometry, but then a lot of the there's quite the mid has a fair bit of ceilings that you would have to deal with in order to navigate through it. All right, there's generally a lot more tight routings and a lot more crazy routings that you have to take in a map like Manta.
Well, I'm not too sure what we're going to see different out of the teams. It's hard for me to say.
Yes.
Like, adding my own opinion to it, I agree with what you said completely. I can't add on to it.
Yeah. So we're waiting for one more ready up, which is going to be coming very shortly as we go into game two. And we do see the pencil being retained on the side. We do see a handful of comp changes too. The Dreadringer still present on the side of Gallo. And the pencil still on the side. Quite possibly enough, I'm seeing that with Hart still playing the pencil. And then here we go. We did see a Reef Slider get rejected to the Rainmaker. Does get picked up on the on Alpha side. A triple splashdown coming in just before they get the checkpoint, and Tagalong is only managed to make it a checkpoint just now. And just like that, they're managing to get it through. The slider comes in, but the vacuum goes in. They do get with it, and the Alpha side does get wiped out.
Really impressive play. You get all 4 of them wiped out.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is just take it over to the next checkpoint. I feel like you can just rush it in, so I don't know what we're doing exactly because we had all this time, we got size advantage, and there you go. Pico de Gallo gets another checkpoint. Or at least the first one.
Yeah. And I think it's a lot of that wipeout had to do with the fact, like I said, a lot of the sightlines are too tight, and already we do manage to get the lead taken by the Bravo side as well. And here they go. It's wide open. The Rainmaker's coming in. It doesn't get taken out just yet, and we're still in the double digits just right, very slowly. The Rainmaker has been popped, but we do have a lot of the yellow oranges being pushed back. The triple splashdown coming in on the towards the middle of the towards the entryway into the middle of the stage, and the Rainmaker does reset. We're doing this. I believe I saw a crab tank get popped, but I may be wrong. Blaster comes in and dives the Rainmaker and gets a kill, gets another one.
Right.
Oh my.
Ooh.
The TSD comes down, gets picked off, but I don't think it's the Aftermimic just picked off something as well. The Rainmaker does get a kill off that. A Booyah Bomb popping through it. And the Rainmaker being forced back towards mid. Pro Shot is definitely trying to get that hit, to get a pick on the Rainmaker, but gets picked off himself.
It's like a very precarious spot, and Rella gets picked off by Dreadringer.
Yeah. Who does have his special too, but it's very, very, very tight circumstances for the... Yeah. The Rainmaker does look like it's in a position to reset too. It's wide open. It does appear that the Blues, that the Bravo side, correction, the Alpha side does have the map control towards mid, and the Blues are just trying to reach. The Dreadringer does get popped off, doesn't get a pick right off the bat, and he is forced to jump off. The Pencil does pick the Rainmaker up hard, just making a commitment and pushing forward, but both sides with the checkpoint already. There's a lot of pressure coming from multiple sides to take for the Rainmaker carrier to deal with, and a 10 Umbrella providing that launch of forward pressure. The Ink Back comes up. He drops down. He doesn't get it. The Dynamo Roller kills him, but the Ink Back doesn't. I don't think it actually popped it this time around, but we're seeing the Rainmaker reset back to mid as Bravo side drops it into the water. And just less than a minute to go, too. Alpha seems to still have the map control here.
It's gonna take a lot. It'll take a lot of fighting.
Wow. And that Reef Slider from the Dreadringer player. Less than 30 seconds to go, and Alpha side trying to make a push, but gets drawn off. The Roller trying to get a pick, but gets picked off himself. The Splat Roller, I should say. And less than 10 seconds to go with only 1 point differential. What will they do? The Ink Back coming off once again with the 10 Umbrella providing cover, and they manage to overtake it and take game 2.
That was impressive. Going on to a game 3.
Yeah.
Hagglefish Market Zones is the bread and butter of Splatoon
Hagglefish
Cup.
Market on Splat Zones.
The bread and butter of Splatoon Cup. Yeah. That's all I can really say about it.
Yeah.
Not really a tournament without it.
No, not particularly. And I mean, it's a lot of very interesting very interesting setups that you can do with Hagglefish as well, especially with the flank routes that are available on this map.
What weapon do you main? What weapon do you main, and why is it fun for you on this map? Or why is it not fun?
Well, I'm a Dark Tetris one trick, so that pretty much sums everything up. I'm a Dark Tetris one trick, all right? So as long as I can get the engages, and that's fine by me.
Makes sense. You just gotta avoid the ink brush rat.
Yeah.
Mischievous rat noises.
Yeah. It's amazing.
My mom's looking for my sister.
Oh baby, I don't see any composition changes on the Alpha side. Neither do I on the Bravo side as well. Between the last match, I do see the Dynamo being dropped for the pencil once again. And I think it's a nice pick on the left side by the pencil player on Bravo side from the potential flank, and we do see Alpha taking an early lead. The Bravo team has managed to hold off and try to neutralize the zone, but we aren't seeing much in the ways of them capturing until now. And we'll see them push forward as well. They neutralize and shortly after Bravo takes lead, they reset, and very likely the Reef Slider and very likely Alpha will take the lead once again. Cooler gets dropped close to the mid, and the zone is still in favor of Bravo. That pencil providing a fair bit of coverage on both teams, and there we go. The zone gets recaptured by Alpha. Roller going in after following the Booyah Bomb and gets a pick, but gets picked up himself. Yeah. Zipcaster coming in. The Zipcaster comes in from the sword player.
Apologies, my mother was looking for my sister, and I had to get her to lock in, but I have returned.
Welcome back. And slowly but surely, this is a team of back and forth affair, but it is shifting slowly towards the favor for Bravo team right now. Pico de Gallo. Their pencil is providing a lot of good coverage. The Trizuka comes in and gets picked off. His assailant managing to jump away in time. And as Bravo slowly manages to hold on, there is a fair bit of moment where the Alpha team manages to recapture. The Booyah Bomb coming in. Doesn't get the pick. The Sprinkler comes in and gets picked off himself. The dually player managing to roll.
Crab Tank comes out.
And I think I'm still seeing a lot of back and forth too. They do try, the Crab Tank doesn't manage to get the retake necessarily, but they're doing a lot of forward pressure. Bravo is mitigating with their own, and there's a flank on the side. The Zip Caster coming in from the sword player, and inside that pit, he does get picked off. The zone is now being held mostly by Alpha. The Booyah Bomb comes in and they retake, and slowly but surely getting that penalty timer counting down.
The pencil is really fierce to deal with, and as one goes down on the side of Tagalong, you've got this floor ledge peeking.
Yep. And less than a minute to go here. The Crab Tank they're trying to get a pick, but he's not. He's getting harassed by this Red Ringer too, and looking to try to reestablish those fight lines as well. The Dreadlinger does get picked off, and I did see the retake by the Alpha team right there. And the zone is counting down with 30 seconds to go, and an approximately 30-point lead to deal with, which is slowly but surely creeping forward and very well could overtake. The Booyah Bomb coming in, and so is the Reef Slider. It does not get actually it does get the neutralized with less than 15 seconds to go. It is 7 points in favor of the Blues, and just like that, we are in Game 3 in favor of Pico de Gallo.
It was a really hard-won fight. GG's both
Yes.
teams. That was a really interesting set to watch.
Yeah, it really is. Just like that too. It was a very neat set to see, and
Indeed.
and honestly too, like we've seen a lot with honestly too. I mean, you've seen a lot of good momentum with those players. It's nice to come in and deal with.
Really fast-paced and kind of hard to keep up with, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So who will be our next? Like, what are we? Who are we watching next? Do we know?
Watching semis too.
Ooh, creme brulee. Nice seeing y'all again. You know, I just realized that both of these team names are food themed, making me hungry. You ever have any of these foods before?
Sturgeon
Okay.
Shipyard on Rainmaker.
Guess I'll take that as a no then.
Game 1 between Pico de Gallo and creme brulee. Excuse me.
Can't pronounce it. You can't pronounce it either, huh?
Yeah.
It's called creme brulee.
We did see Gallo. We're not seeing any composition changes with Gallo, where they are running the same same roster. That is a very nice slider that Pico de Gallo's excuse me. Yeah, we're seeing much of the same idea from both compositions as well. Pico de Gallo did not do any composition from the hinge that, but we did see a nice reflighter going on with their.
Yep, and just how desperately my cat is scratching at the door, that is the same desperation that creme brulee is feeling getting this Rainmaker.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. This can't
No
bring
boy.
up that hammer. No hammers. Can't scratch it out.
This is a very neutral affair too with on both sides. We do see creme brulee pulling the ultra stamp buff. He does get picked off, however. Yellow managing to hold the Rainmaker, hold the map control, just waiting for an opportune moment to push forward. They do get a lot of picks. There's a lot of picks on both sides. That pencil definitely, however, providing a lot of that crucial coverage. The purple's managing to take it through. Correction, Bravo team, I should say. There's the charge in. It does seem that they're able to make that checkpoint. No, the sword player does get the pick off, but yellow gets wiped out. Purple getting the checkpoint and the lead. Bravo, I should say.
They're super close to getting into the base.
Yeah. This sword player too, throwing it fast. He gets the
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't even see them go in.
No, I didn't. Neither did I. That sword player was trying to get a pick on that Rainmaker though, but just like that, they are just trying to hold it on the yellow side, just biding their time, waiting for the reset, which it does happen. Dreadringer fight does manage to go in favor of Pico de Gallo.
Ooh, Pico de Gallo is on the defense right now. It's better, so they have a good defense. I like the positioning for Pencil of that.
And, excuse me. A lot of specials being burned too. We do that eventually lead to a purple wipeout, which... Alright. Rainmaker carry up match. You can go on the ramp. There is a fair bit of push to go. He does get the double kill with the Rainmaker, but gets picked off by the pencil. By Creme Brulee's pencil. The cooler comes down, and they manage to get the Rainmaker pop, but there is just over a minute to go and a lot of momentum to cover as the yellows need a significant ground to make this work. This pencil, the Rainmaker is reset. And it could very well come to the point where the blue team can stall it out. The Booyah Bomb comes out on the blue side. And the cooler does get thrown towards the middle. It lands just right in the thick of it. The splashdown is used by the Custom Blaster. And yeah, it's a slow push for the yellows. 15 seconds to go. The Reap Slider manages to get the pick once again. And just like that, the blue side is pulling the Rainmaker back, just safe and sound. And
let's go. We're gonna run for it. Just running it in.
Creme Brulee takes game 1.
I love to see it. I love to see people just running the Rainmaker in there.
Disregard.
None of this cautious.
Pico
Oh,
takes
man.
game 1.
I'm just fair enough. I love when the colors get swapped. I love seeing people just take the Rainmaker and just go with it. None of this cautious. Oh, what if I just stay over here? No,
No. We need. They definitely. The one thing I saw during that match too was that they just let that Dreadringer get a lot of free specials out on that Rainmaker carrier, and I think that is ultimately what costed them the game.
What specials do they have again?
They had the Dreadring. Well, one had a Dreadringer. Oh, it doesn't save it for me. Darn. Oh, beer.
Rip.
I wish it did. I wish it actually did save matches that I'm spectating just so I could actually review those lists. But a lot of those a lot of those Rainmakers, a lot of those Reef Sliders that came in from the Dreadringer, on the purple side definitely had a lot to do with MCB taking this game, the first game.
Yeah, they did. So, Robo Ramen Zone, my favorite map in Moza Brush. It is my
Robo
absolute favorite
Ramen.
map. Yeah, you should have seen what I was doing at Anarchy number 3.
Yeah.
I still got the video. I still got it.
Robo Ramen. And a lot of crazy flanks to go with it. Even in zones.
That's why I love this map. I can just go flanking anywhere. It's like, oh man, I'm on left choke. Nobody can get past me, and then I just start ledge peeking with brush. What? How'd that happen? There's a brush down there. Just start ratting. Call me an OSHA violation the way I'm just ratting it up in there. Or
Yeah.
is that like another thing? Is it
Yeah.
OSHA?
About what?
Having rats in the kitchen?
Of having
Calling
wax
me
in
a
the
rat?
kitchen?
Rats, like rodents.
That's a sanitary code, but that's sanitary code, not OSHA.
Oh, okay. Just-
But like I'm saying, anyways, we're seeing a lot of early momentum towards both sides. All right. Like I was saying too, with the Dreadbringer being able to push and both sides. The Booyah Bomb coming in on the side for the on the Alpha side. And they're just being able to hold this too. This is not a fun spot to be in. The Crab Tank coming in for the Bravo set from the Bravo team. Spill Kid. They managed to neutralize it, I think, with the triple splash down to the slider, also managing to get in with a neutralization, but a lot of pressure being pushed on by PGG to do this, and they do manage to get this mitigated. CB managing to get their foot on board even more, but there is a lot of momentum towards either side, and just like that, slowly but surely, too, the Booyah Bomb coming in, getting not a pick, and the pencils are trying to fight each other. There is a neutralization, but the Crab Tank gets popped, and I don't see much of a hit going on too. I think there's much energy on the Bravos shortly after the Crab Tank dissipates. He gets picked. The Dualies player gets picked off.
It seems like they're about to go out there. Creme Brulee is not having it. They're throwing everything at the zone. They're like, man, we gotta get that zone back. Now throw it back in our direction with a double
Oh my god.
double
Specials going left and right. There was a lot of specials going left and right, and the Alphas managed to retake.
Lots of resources being burned on both ends of the stick here.
Here it goes, 32 to 30 to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
triple splashdown. How diabolical. It's like one splash of ink. It's like, triple splashdown, go!
Uh-huh.
Well, you know.
Nice jump away from the incoming reef slider. How many points to go do we have? We have 9. There's a lot of back and forth going on through, and I think I'm seeing a sprinkler getting placed from that's placed on the roof of just right over the zone. And I don't even know if the Alpha side notices it. But do you remember, it does dissipate, which does provide a handful of ability, but I think the Bravo side does manage to get a lot of momentum forward too. Reef Slider coming in an Alpha, doesn't get the pick, he jumps back, and they are still managing to hold the zone on the Alpha side. But I wonder if PDG actually noticed that there had been sprinklers on the roof.
I suppose not. I usually run into those sprinklers all the time and maybe died one, but there is a lockout.
There's a retake, but that is, again...
And the retake.
There is again, shortly after the sprinkler dissipates. Just at the base of the ramen bowl. Reef Slider comes in and gets the pick on their roller.
I feel like somebody's gonna go for a lockout here. Whether it's Creme Brulee or Pico de Gallo.
Uh-oh. It's counting down, but they managed to get the penalty points back, imposed back in. The Dualies player is pushing.
This is is a good place to start a lockout.
Oh my goodness. That roller definitely trying to get the energy engaged. The Booyah Bomb coming in from PDG. 10 seconds to go, but penalty is counting down. I believe that was the triple kill going for it. The Reap Slide. The Reap Slider manages to get out. The greens, correction, the yellows, the alpha side manages to take it, and PDG takes it.
Wow, they just need to win one more game. Hey, wait a minute. A couple of my goats are on this team. Let's go.
Yeah. Humpback with Rainmaker, which...
Let's snap him over brushes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
I ain't singing right now. I ain't singing at risk of getting... At risk of getting anything... At risk of the illusion going over the head of several people, I ain't singing in reference. Put me in, coach.
Put me in.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Yes. Yes, I am. Imagine me commentating and fighting at the same time.
That would provide for incredibly biased commentary.
It would just be me doing oh. It's like highly advanced commentary, only you reduce it from a third-person omniscient perspective to a first-person perspective. But still. Still, it'd be pretty funny. Imagine if a tournament did that. Be like, yo, we're gonna put our commentators in the match.
Well, I mean, I've heard of several. I've seen several instances where they mic up some of the some of the players in game, but that was of course that wasn't in Splat. Your reminder that I'm a Smash native.
Oh yeah, that's true. And Splatoon's gonna do that.
Exhibition matches that are self-commentated.
Yes. Yes, that's what we gotta do. I mean, I guess people stream. I guess it counts a little bit.
But here we go.
Not like a
up back.
Capacity. Okay, we got the pencil coming out. That's going to be a pain in the tail, and that's
the
wiper,
wow.
And Blaster's
coming out. That's a big comp change for CB.
That's a comp, yep. First.
And I definitely think they're trying to do it for the close quarters nature of the map, because this is a very small map.
But
and already they're getting annihilated. The PDG's pencil player is going for, they already get the checkpoint within less than a minute of the game.
That pencil's no joke either.
Yeah.
I got the size advantage.
Yep. There's an Ultra Stamp coming out. And the pick doesn't get the pick.
That could have been a pick, though. That could have been a really unlucky one.
Yeah, we're seeing a triple splashdown from distance, too, but already, oh no. That pencil's not getting the Rainmaker pick and just gets too late, but it does. They don't get that much progress further. They do get the Rainmaker pop thanks to the triple splashdown, and I think that could be ripe for Blue to take the lead just like that.
Creme Brulee is bringing the fire tonight.
Oh my goodness! And the Rainmaker carrier just narrowly escaping that barrage of fire.
I wonder what the Rainmaker tastes like.
There's a crab tank, I think, that is shooting on the far side of the bunker. But they're just going to slowly round the bend through the Booyah Bomb. They do manage to get the lead back, and I think a lot of specials on both sides are coming through. Ultra Stamp gets taken down by a Reef Slider, which gets picked up shortly afterward. And it's a very fragile spot. An Ultra Stamper managing to take down a roller which had recently dropped the bubbler, but gets picked off himself. Nice pick by the pencil. Booyah Bomb coming in, and let's see what happens with it. It gets tossed, does not get picked. Wow.
Four comes out. I wonder what the four tastes like.
I can't even deal with the Fizzy Bomb. I swear.
Me neither. It's like you see it and then it's just like, oh no, and you try running away from
I
it.
can't even understand too. Like a lot of these gimmick weapons, like the Fizzy Bomb.
Oh, map control for Pico de Gallo still remaining strong here. Cream Brulee will have to bring the fire. They'll have to bring out more things. Getting caught out. Their blaster getting killed was a huge pick because blasters, they're great at ledge peeking.
Yeah.
Especially on high terrain maps like these. Astral has a good
goodness.
hold on the fish.
Yeah. The Rainmaker is definitely not a good thing to push hard into the tank. The roller's trying to dive, but he does get dove away. The Booyah Bomb coming in doesn't get a pick on the Rainmaker carrier.
I feel like we could just rush it in though. Like,
whoa, man. There's a double kill that the Rainmaker carrier managed to get.
Rush it in.
They're just slowly but surely advancing, and I don't think they do have the time to do it in one push. They think it's got 10 seconds to go on the Rainmaker.
Rush it in! Go! Run!
And it does get picked off. The pencil managing to get a pick. And the blue's forced to back off.
Take it and go! Like, I understand being careful, but sometimes it's like, sometimes you just gotta get some points on the board, or at least try to get it in.
Yeah. And the yellows have the Rainmaker back, which they could very well take a very safe routing due to the points lead that they have.
I would be saying the same thing if it was Pico de Gallo.
Very, very fragile spot for the Rainmaker.
An ink bath out here. Everybody's just getting picked off.
Yep.
I've noticed that Cream Brulee has been in more of a stagger than Pico de Gallo this whole match, which does explain why it seems like, I don't know, like, what's the phrase I'm using here?
Yeah.
Pico
But
de
anyways,
Gallo
10
just
seconds
seems
to go,
have, like,
but the Blues do have the Rainmaker. Let's see what they can do. It can force overtime for sure, but how will they manage to do it? The dualies go down. A slider a slider doesn't die. The Dreadringer is trying to get that pick. Doesn't manage to get it. It's counting down, and the Blues manage to overtake it. CB takes game 3.
Going to game 4. Let's go. I love seeing more opportunities to fight. See, that's why I was hoping for Cream Brulee to turn it around, because I love seeing more battles. We can take it to a game 5. That'd be really interesting. So what are you hoping for in the next battle?
Okay.
Or-
Barnacle and Dime. Zones on Barnacle and Dime. Oh my goodness, I'm just trying to get my berries straight too, but we do have the Blues managing to take the zone. Creme Brulee is managing to hold it hard.
It is a huge lockout.
Yeah.
It's shocking how much you can just walk out here. I feel like Creme Brulee is no longer asking for the win. They are just demanding it. They're going to take it themselves.
Oh my goodness.
With 30 ticks and counting.
30 ticks and counting to go already with like a one cycle could very well be possible in this entire setup right now. 15 to go, and very firm fight lines being held by the Pencil, being held by the Dually player, being held by the Dreadbringer, and there indeed will be a Game 5.
Let's go! Give it up for Game 5! That was intense. I didn't think that Creme Brulee was actually going to do that. I thought Pico de Gallo was going to have more luck here on this map just because it's so lockout heavy and because it's one of those maps where I just thought Pico de Gallo was just going to have a better time on. What do you think going in? Like, did you think they were going to have the advantage?
Barnacle does tend to favor a lot of compositions that do like to push forward as well, and I do think that CB had the composition which they could very well push forward. So ultimately, we just got to see how this reflects on in Game 5, which is Rainmaker on Hagglefish Market.
And there can only be one winner here, folks. We might have gone to a Game 5, but it's anybody's game. And whoever wins this is moving on to Grands.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting going into this final match of Hagglefish on Rainmaker?
It's going to be interesting too. I mean, because we're seeing a lot of much of the same compositions throughout the entire set. I don't see that much variation with what weapons that both teams have been picking between the two games. But here we go. I mean, I'll be ready for any surprises. So yeah, much of the same composition too on CB's and on BDG's side.
We're both going to rush for the Rainmaker. I feel like Creme Brulee is going to get that first pop. But, yep, they are going to get that first pop.
Yeah.
I thought that Pico de Gallo was going to, but it seems like the Pencil had... I'm not sure what the Pencil's doing. I guess we're going to do a D4. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. DB is marching forward. DB is marching forward. The slider doesn't get a pick, but they do manage to get the Rainmaker carrier dropped before they could pop the checkpoint, but shortly afterward, it didn't really matter in the long scheme of things. and their goal and the goal of PDG is wide open, and the possibility for a reverse sweep by CB to actually take it all. Slow but sure, though. Pencil is carrying it forward. There's not that many members of CB able to stop them, and they do get back just in time in order for the counter push to take place. But slowly but surely, too. It really is at this stage very critical for CB to hold out. The Rainmaker does appear to reset. The Booyah Bomb coming in, no picks. Ultra Stamp coming in. The Rainmaker shield does mitigate. I think the explosion did manage to catch an opposing player. But the Rainmaker is wide open. A handful of specials burned. And just like that, they are making a hard push. The Blaster's chasing, doesn't get anything. Rainmaker is in a precarious position, and he does get picked off. Why? But they just need to hold on to. There's a lot of pressure going on today, and the sword player doesn't catch a player who doesn't catch one of PDG who's just jumping out. Dreadringer with the Reef Slider. Let's see how it's used right now, but it is getting pressured hard by the Pencil.
Now that Pencil is the only thing stopping Pico de Gallo from keeping it going. That's not to say that the other teammates aren't also stopping them, but you know, folks,
the Rainmaker is
Pencil.
The Rainmaker is, however, still very much wide open.
But that's why we guard the Rainmaker and we keep it for ourselves. We put it in places where nobody else can take it.
Oh my goodness.
We wonder where the Rainmaker tastes like.
The roller seems to be getting a flank. Does he get it? No. Yes, he does. And two, but gets picked off himself. Both Pencils are just staring a very big stare down contest right now. A Booyah Bomb from PDG, and they finally managed to get the Rainmaker picked up, but they're slowly advancing forward. I heard an Ultra Stamp popped and managing to get the Rainmaker carrier taken down.
Oh, 1 minute left. Anything can still happen. I'm waiting to see if Pico de Gallo is going to come back with it. They've been staging to come back this whole match, it seems like. They've got the slider ready. They can just go over to the left check if they really want to. You never really expect anybody to go over there. It seems like if you go for that left check, you can just catch people out better that way. I know it happens to me a lot where it's like, oh yeah, they're going to go to the middle route, but when they go over to the left, it's really shocking. I'm like, oh
my. 30 seconds to go, though, and they could very well hold on to this.
Absolutely could. I mean, you got 20 seconds left. You can just pull a Labaka and put it somewhere that you'd never get it.
Yeah. And then there's like they are just going to be doing just that. The Booyah Bomb does come in. I'm seeing a lot of ink splotches towards the side, but they do manage to get the double kill and the bubbler pops. And just like that, CB takes it in the reverse sweep.
Let's go! The reverse sweep is possible. GG's both teams. Cream Brulee punching their ticket to finals.
And here we are. We're in game one.
Right.
Zones at correction. Excuse me. Zones at ink blot right now, and already the yellow side. Already Soy Jack is managing to get this early lead going for him. There is a really big trade-off.
Really big one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just, oh, Nogami has forsaken us.
And there is a disconnect going forth for game one. Yep, a DC happened on the middle for one of the players on CB. Correction on... So here we are back again. I had to remake the game after having to remake the game due to that disconnect as well. Here we go. It is still much of that same outcome as well with CB taking the early lead. Yeah. Dreadringer is applying a lot of pressure going on too, and you've got the Dreadringer, you've got the pencil on both sides as well. Either way, either means for good teams to take a lot of this.
It's got a 2v2 happening out there right now, which Squints will have to hold the zone, but it can still be a lead switch. 68's not exactly the latest lead switch. If it was like something like 28, I'd be like, okay, it'd be a long time. And they've got the size advantage because 3 of 3 relay are already down. So what do you think we're going to see next?
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of excuse me. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of there's a lot of ridiculous going back and forth going for it too. We got the Dreadringer trying to challenge that pencil going forth. And a lot of that momentum, a lot of that active paint effort giving the Dreadringer some of the specials, giving the Blaster some of the specials, and already they're at to the point where where the CB can retake the zone, which they do.
Alright, I love the hiding they were doing down there in the pit.
Oh no. Not so much clean play from the dualies that were just going on just right now, but
I mean, I saw the vision.
It is counting down. A lot of the oranges are going out. The 10 umbrella, they did get to push out there. I think I'm seeing a Blaster coming down. He does not manage to get popped off. The Blaster is still able to hold on to his special, and they're able to retake it. A lot of back and the squids are able to hold a lot of that forward pressure as well, as they're able to slowly deplete this penalty time right now. And Sea Blaster burns his special on the blue side. And then already right now it is counting down. Just 20 ticks to go with only 2 minutes in the game clock. This could very well be established for, this would very well be ripe for a knockout for game 1, which indeed, no, it is not just yet. They've got a lot of fighting to do, which they end up managing to hit it.
Wow, and Soy Giant Squid's taking the first game. Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge. Oof.
Rainmaker on Scorched Gorge is a doozy.
True, but it's
Right.
always so fun, especially when you're a brush. You can just go around. The only issue is when they just start moving with the Rainmaker in the base, and it's like you can't even get them. Like, they're just slippery. Like, I'm hitting you 5 times with the brush. There's still nothing to be done for it.
All right. But here we go, game 2, and I'm seeing an E-liter instead of a pencil for this time around. And they do manage to pull, all right, they do have respawn on Punisher on that E-liter as well. So bear that in mind. Good point of note to take. Managing to get that in. The ink vac does come out, and they're already getting the first checkpoint.
Ooh, Free Roulette is just coming with it. This is how slippery I mean. Things just get slick around here after the first checkpoint. You have to really stay on
very
top of
slippery.
people carrying that Rainmaker.
And he gets picked off. Fortunately, just right after he got the cooler buff as well. The ink vacuum.
He has the map control, but they've got a Booyah Bomb on one of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, who got the triple?
Yeah.
Who got the triple? That was so cool.
That was neat little play going on for that. But here we go. There's a lot of...
I feel like they're going to take it.
Yeah. And just with that forward pressure with the Rainmaker too, they are relying... Uh-oh. Not fun with the Booyah Bomb. Not fun with the Booyah Bomb being that managed to zone out, and the Rainmaker carrier ends up jumping off the stage, resetting it in the mid. They do still have this. They do seem to have a fair bit of map control. CB does, and despite all this. Uh-huh. Oh, no. That Booyah Bomb that very much forcing that retreat. But there we go. Almost tries to go for the forward push, but doesn't quite actually get much momentum. And they are...
I'm sorry, I'm just so distracted watching the battle. Pico to gut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Little crazy plays going for us.
Already screwed up.
But they do manage to get checkpoint 1.
They're going to get slick now for Green Beret. They will have to stay on top of things, but they're getting
And right now
out.
now they're in a position they don't manage to get the lead though. 1 minute to go, and a 1-point difference to account for it.
Yep, you see some jump back after a hyper. Oh, okay, it's the teleportation strat. Okay, never mind. Oh, you got the scope leader. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Scope leader is really fun to use. Just gotta make sure you don't get any rats.
Oh no. Not a nice... They are probably out. Let's see what this is. You got a lot of... They only got 15 seconds to get that 1 point, and the Ultra Stamp does get popped off. It does get thrown. 10 seconds. They're going for it. Are they going to make it? Yes, they do seem to be able to do it. But I think that you're taking just enough to force overtime, but they do manage to dive forth and take it. Game 2 going to the Squids.
Kimberly will have to get a reverse sweep if they want a shot to take home the gold.
But yeah,
So
will they need to reverse sweep again like they did in semis?
You did something once,
Will
you
they
can do it
be able
again.
to?
One thing I will say on Mako Zones, you control the stacks, you control the match.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I've noticed as a competitive player.
We're getting, and I believe we are seeing a substitution going forth for one of the teams.
Who are they putting in the chair?
It could very well be. I think we are seeing teleporter coming in. Your teleporter will be going out in favor of yes.
Oh, yes.
So
yes,
yeah,
sorry.
right off the bat. So we are. We're tired, mate.
I was distracted by battle. So what we're seeing here is Soyjack Squid.
Well, right now we got the Blues. Right now we got the Blues, the early lead coming on from the Soyjack Squids to take, and already Macomart with that small zone and the small fight lines as well. They do manage to get the wipeout though. CB doing it, but they, like I said, the early lead.
Indeed. Where's Spotlight just going for
They
it?
do manage to take the lead. Yeah.
Nice. Control the stack. Nice. It was an almost trade.
Oh no. It's not fun to deal with. But yep, the Blues now, Emotive managing to apply a lot of correction. The Squids, they just managed to retake the zone not too long ago, but then they're counting down. We do see the zone neutralized just right now, but Nowhere, the pencil player for the Squids, managing to get that retake really quickly. And only 20 ticks to go between CB losing the entire set and the championship. But they do manage to get the retake.
And we're going to see if we can ledge peek with our blaster. And Switch Squids having the lead here is not too shocking. Just need to figure out if we just need to see if Cream Relay is going to take it back, though.
That's a massive penalty time deficit to overcome, though, for the Squids. We do see Nowhere actually managing to achieve flow state right not too long ago, but how will he be able to hold? The Reef Slider gets popped but doesn't go through. That's also the Dooley's getting a pick as well. Splashdown and a counter kill happens as well. The Booyah Bomb pops. There's the penalty timer depleted, and now it's counting down. We're less than 10 ticks to go, and that is the moment. There's only 1 point to go, but I think they're struggling back and forth. The splashdown comes down. It doesn't actually get the capture, and there it is once again. CB actually saving themselves from the knockout with a minute 30 to go, and now just only giving themselves that modicum of protection, but that is a massive hurdle to overcome for them to avoid the knockout and losing the championship.
It's so close too.
The Squids are still managing to hold on. They've only got 30 ticks in penalty time to go, but CB just managing to get these retakes where they matter. They have two specials on hand on the Doolies and on the Cooler. The Cooler does get thrown down towards the... excuse me. The Cooler does get thrown down in the middle there in thick of everything. And the Doolies. And I'm hearing a handful of stuff. CB actually managing to deplete all of its penalty time right now, and I'm hearing a handful of specials, just 15 ticks to go. They're actually establishing themselves a lot of the front lines as well. She could very well hold on to this, and I think they actually will be. The Reefs, they managed to come back from a 99-point deficit. CB takes it, and we will be having a game 4.
Ooh. Cream Relay taking this back like they did last set.
That was ridiculous.
Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway. It is a map and a mode.
Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway.
The map and mode of all time.
And we did see Porter come back in after and Slush getting subbed out as well. But here we go. Game 4. Game 4 on Undertow Spillway, which we are seeing a lot of momentum going for us. We did see the early pop. I think I'm seeing the pencil for the Squids managing to go through. They don't get the Rainmaker picked up just yet. The Ultra Stamp fired doesn't get a pick. Ink back.
Inkback is really strong, but the meta's open again apparently. So what we got going on here? We've got Neo trying to get some paint.
Yeah.
I guess getting some base, maybe trying to get special.
Nobody's picked up the Rainmaker just yet until now. Emotive gets picked off by Nowhere, I think it was. But I think CB is still Creme Brulee is still managing to get a lot of this early map control. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
But here we go. We just do. Yeah. They could very well just push for the lead right at this point. But they don't, and the Inkback shot manages to take the Rainmaker carrier down.
I'm shocked because they should have had enough to take at least 1 point of lead.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't do this either, but look at what's happening right now. They're just slowly, it's a relatively neutral game too, but even then it's 1 point in favor of CB. Correction, 3 points in favor of CB. You have a lot of this counter pressure being applied by the Squids to take care of it, and there we go. They managed to get the Rainmaker picked up and managed to get right behind their fight lines as well, and they're going for the left checkpoint right now, and they managed to break through it.
The whales are ready, and we're just gonna go around here.
Oh dear! Nice dodge with the Reef Slider. The Reef Slider does get picked off. That 10 Umbrella providing a good deal of coverage as well, but the Ultra Stamp doesn't pick the Rainmaker carry off. He's going for it. He's going at look for Squid Surge number 1, Squid Surge number 2, but the Pencil managing to get a pick as the Int back gets popped. But there's almost zero momentum now as the Squids manage to get their base cleared. Get cleared from the CB base, I should say.
Force coming out on the side of Timberlake.
Rainmaker is really back in the middle.
Everything into it. I'll have to put everything into this. seems really close.
Oh my
Coming
goodness.
down to the wire. 43
Yeah, this
seconds
is
left.
less than a minute. Yeah, less than 45 seconds to go. There's a flank behind. The pencil gets ganked like that and taken down in very quick minutes.
They're going to need size advantage if they want a shot at going to a game 5.
Yeah.
Size advantage, and they just need to go for it.
Yeah. Ten seconds to go. They do have the Rainmaker. They do have checkpoint 1. This will be able to force overtime though, but it's a very easy spot for them to pick up. They do get the Rainmaker picked up just like that to avoid the fence, but this is very ripe for them to do it. But here they come. They're pushing for it, but they do get taken down by the blaster. That is it for Tristrike Tuesdays 62. The Squids take it over CB.
Yep, Tristrike Squids are your champions for Tristrike Tuesdays 62. A hard-fought battle on both sides. GG's, everyone.
Yeah.
Whether you lost in the first round or lost grand finals, GG's to everybody.
Yep. It's very, very, very neat. And I guess, I mean, what do we have to say about that set before we actually wrap things up officially?
It was really interesting. I thought Creme Brulee was going to take it back, but it just seemed like Tristrike Squids just had more situational awareness, more in control, and it seemed like Creme Brulee kept getting into a stagger. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's I mean, I think Creme Brulee are just ultimately that inconsistent with a lot of, with a handful of stuff that they were doing as well for that, excuse me, with a lot of the plays that they had been making. But I think Soyjack were just ultimately more consistent than CB was.
I agree with you.
Yeah. But anyways, that is Tristrike Tuesdays issue number 62. Thank you very much for following through with us. We were only able to stream Bracket Stage with commentary, and we were still kind of haphazardly put together too. I only remember that I would actually committed to this day of.
Yeah, anyways, thanks for co-commentating with me.
Yeah, no worries.
It's out to our lovely streamer Yoshi. Not Yoshi Green. I was thinking about Yoshi for some reason.
Oh my gosh, we are mixed up. We're free agents and we're free agents and we forget a lot of the organizations that we're free agents that bounce between organizations a lot of times, and sometimes we forget which org we are actually going for in any particular day. And there are multiple organizations that we go to that each run their events on Tuesdays. So
that's true. I'm over here like, this isn't Tropical Tuesday.
Okay, Don, that's fine. So you committed. So yeah, that makes 2 of us then. That makes 2 of us.
Let's
anyways,
go.
Thank you very much. You can, in case you guys wish, you can my name on Discord. You can just search me, Eclipse MT. I am Medican ECT on Blue Sky. And if you wish to follow me there, then so be it. I do have a lot of bookings in the future that I'm definitely looking forward to. So you guys all take care.
And I'm Moku. You can find me on mokudraws1020.bsky.social. I post art sometimes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good night. This has been Tristrike Tuesdays number 62.